up to my job and just looking at this place, and it's a mess. um, my groundsman hasn't gotten here yet. I'm late. Um, and I really would like to go back home and either read a book or just paint or something. But yeah, my name is Carmen, and I watched a video last night by Dash that says if you're 50 and over, you need to start a YouTube. I started one years ago, but just life and everything, and having 4 kids and going through a divorce and all that stuff. I, um, I could not keep it up. And then I think I can't even really figure out the subject matter. But I think my greatest subject matter is the self. It's just that what part of the self do you want to talk about, and what part of the self do you want to share with the world? Um, I know me as I'm almost 50. I'm almost 50, so I was hearing your message, DoorDash. I'm sorry. Um, I was well, almost 50. I'm 47, and I was just thinking. I was talking to my mother, and I was like, man, I started this channel years ago, and I'm like, it was very, very. I don't know. I'm naturally a very, very private person, a very introverted person. Until you get to know me, then I like the little childishness stuff start coming out. I'm young at heart, young at spirit. Um, but I'm like, I need to really try to keep this up and try to do a change. I'm gonna try. Never know. Uh, it's sometimes it's hard to be very vulnerable to, because all the people, and it's a great thing that this is a beginning video, because it's like no one knows you. And that's a good thing. You can share as much you want, be yourself, and no one knows you. Probably no one will ever see the video. But you never know. But to be vulnerable, and I'm into things like numerology, some astrology. I'm not gonna get super super detailed. I study the signs and moon signs and rising signs, and I like numerology. I've been attracted to African, I would say African spirituality, um, yoga, um, doing fun things with the kids as a mother. Um, yeah, but I really resonated with the idea that because I didn't really feel like I'm almost 50 years old. I'm just let young people let young people do this kind of stuff. It's so weird because I don't feel old. Um, I do fun things on my own, but it's just like I never necessarily had to felt the I felt the desire to share, but it was just like, wow, she made it really seem, reminded us that we all have a message, and of course I know that we all have purpose and a purpose to be here. Some realize and some don't, but just to be here to share the wisdom and the knowledge that we have is highly important. Um, I mean, yeah, we all have a. I mean, I'm arriving to work and I'm wearing a top hat, and and I have on tons of crystals and jewelry and stuff like that. But that's just me. But I never considered that. Like lots of people do that stuff, but lots of people maybe don't go to work in a top hat. And yeah, I've always found a way. Like whenever I go to work, to what can I do to look kind of professional, but kind of bend the rules a little bit. Um, yeah, but I'm here. I'm here. I feel like, I just had that thought from The Color Purple. It's like, dear God, I'm here. Oh, okay, let me stop. But yeah, I just decided to just be a little bit vulnerable. I know that's gross. I was just scratching my ear. I wasn't digging wax out. I'm sorry. But yeah, I just decided to just to share a little bit, let know I'm into mystical things and family things, and this is a mystical channel. And it's like, how mystical can you be in the hood? Well, maybe I can show that. I live in a small town. Oh, my manager is calling me. I am a apartment manager, so you know how that goes. Um, I would like to one day maybe express some ideas of being an apartment manager. One day I will, but right now it's just to get started and just being vulnerable. I'm a life path 11, and I must say, being a life path 11 has been an adventure. There have been times that have been hard to be a life path 11, and there have been times where it has been confusing and uh, very mentally crazy. I would just say the monkey mind. Okay, she's texting me now. Okay, but yeah, being a life path 11 is it is definitely a journey. I didn't realize I was a life path 11 until what? I think my mother had a lot of stuff like that. My mother's in Aries, so am I. Um, and she always had different types of books. I don't know. It seemed like a lot of times different signs. I've noticed that way. It being an Aries, Aries, they each sign has a different part of the body that it governs, and Aries is the head. So maybe that's why some Aries. I ain't gonna say all, because some of it was kind of crazy. But I've noticed like with me and my mother, we tend to buy a lot of books, and she always had astrology books and all that kind of stuff. Different kinds of books, like history books, this um, martial art movies, and I love it. But she always had those types of books here, and I think it wasn't until I was a teenager that I knew that I was born in the year of the snake. But I think numerology wise, I didn't really start studying that kind of stuff till I was probably in my late 20s. Just reading about it here and there, Googling. I don't think I was Googling. I didn't get a cell phone till I was about 20. I think I was about maybe 26, 27 when I got a cell phone. And then on my late 20s, I kind of was able to start going. And no, yeah, I wouldn't really start studying that stuff till probably in my early 30s. Allowed being in the numerology part of it. Um, but then yeah, I learned about being an 11, and it kind of resonated with me some. So I was like, oh, it's cool to go back and then you read and you're like, oh, okay, okay, I do resonate with it. Um, Feeling like you're weird and you feel like you're here for something, but you don't know what it is. But that can be anybody. But it just seems like highly intense, and like you see things um, going on with the way the world is or the way people just act. Just be in your own little vicinity. You don't even have to look at the world because we are worlds unto ourselves, reflections of the greater world. So, but so I'm like, I would see things and I'm like, dang, you don't notice that or. But anyway, yeah, I am here and I'm about to go into work wearing my top hat, answer my emails and text messages, and get on with my day. Maybe I can sneak a yoga break into my routine. Sorry, video cut out. Yeah, and So, have a beautiful day. Create a beautiful day. Love yourself. I'm talking to myself. It keeps me motivated to go deal with this job here. So, let me go in work with my top hat and just really, really remind myself to enjoy life and remind you to enjoy life and that we all have purpose. We all have something to share. Thank you, DoorDash, for that wonderful reminder. Um, and there is lots of life at 47. I'm 47, almost 50. Well, maybe about 2.5 years or so. So, let's do this. Bye,